I'm so glad I found that lo-fi Ace Attorney music. It's bopping. I really like that. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody out there watching. Hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. We are back with more Ace Attorney, or the Great Ace Attorney 2. Hopefully we will be finishing the first case today. That hopefully we'll see what we can do. So, hello there, Peter. Hello there, Super Twin. Hello, Sydney. Hello, Twitch version. And hello there, anyone else who may be lurking and watching. We will get started momentarily. And I gotta bring in, let's see, where's she at? I'm getting confuddled here. There's the mute button. Welcome to my co-host.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yee! You ready to do this?
Yeah, this is the song the Ace Attorney characters listen to on doing paperwork.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get to it. There we go.
Yeah, I found like a lo-fi Ace Attorney playlist on YouTube.
Oh.
And I'm like, yes, I like it.
I like this.
But yeah, we how far have we gotten in the first case? We got to the to be continued portion, so I don't want to make any assumptions. This could maybe we're on the second half of the case. I have no idea. Obviously, as we have mentioned before, you know, we do ask that everybody, both on my stream and Danny's stream, please don't spoil anything, don't foreshadow anything, don't give hints or tips unless we like specifically state that we need them. You know, we just want to try keeping this as blind as possible, just like how you guys play games. You don't want anybody telling you guys like, hey, look at this, you know, just as a heads up. But there you go. And hello there, Nature. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you were able to catch the stream. Ugh. Ow, my wrist.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah, I like pushed on it too hard. I really should. I don't want to go to the doctor, but I probably should.
Oh, gosh. Can we afford it?
I mean, I got an HSA, but still, this is not like I want to spend it. At the same time, it's like, what's the purpose of me putting money into it? Might as well, if I need it, might as well use it.
Honestly.
It took me a while to log in because Twitch wouldn't let you in unless you update your browser. That's normal. You know, it's weird. On Twitch, it's saying that I have an unstable bitrate, but OBS saying I'm completely fine. I hope to God I'm fine, because I'm going to get pissed off.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Justin.
Yep. So hopefully I'll be all good. All right. Yeah, I guess we are good to go, and we will see how this ends up going.
All right.
Oh my God! Excuse me. It just comes. I barely ate today. Ugh.
Woo! Oh boy. Just double checking. How's the audio, everybody? Is the audio good? Is the music too loud, or would you like it louder? Is Mina too loud?
I'm always loud.
Oh yeah, you're PU. Let me turn you down.
Oh my God. What the hell is I gonna say? I guess I'm fine.
You only hear me?
Oh. Where am I?
I have you showing up.
Make sure I'm on Firefox. Chrome's playing
no game either?
Oh
no.
It's all. That's weird. It's only showing. It's only you are being heard, but myself and the audio isn't.
Oh, 1 second. Let me see.
Well, take your time.
Okay.
Well, I should say when I say barely ate, I mean I didn't have like a large lunch. That's what I mean. That's barely eating for me. I'm good.
Okay, how's this? Can y'all hear him? There you go. Okay.
There I am.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume everybody on my chat and my stream, everything sounds good. I hope to God there's no buffering or anything like that. Thumbs up. There you go.
Yeah, now they hear you. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. That was weird.
Thanks, Sydney. Okay. Oh, good. Yay!
All right, you ready to do this?
Hello, Lyles. Yes, I am.
All right, start playing from this game save data.
Oh yeah, I'm already like in the
Oh,
chamber.
sorry.
No.
Let me get.
How dare you not be prepared? um, you don't know why you get notifications for skinny streams, but none for Pharaohs? Because screw me, apparently. Well, it is odd. Like sometimes I don't get notifications of people streaming, and others I do.
Same.
And I have notifications set, and I literally got comments on YouTube and Twitch saying, I didn't know you were still doing stuff years later. I'm like, you didn't know I was on like all this time? Like, I was like, damn it, YouTube and Twitch, keeping the small guy down.
So dumb.
It's like, excuse me that I'm not Mr. Beast and have $1 zillion up my ass, you know? Ugh.
Oh, all right. Judicature, defendant's antechamber 3.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's go. Oh my god, my TV's very loud. Hold on. I was playing a game yesterday and I forgot the TV up a little bit. There we go.
Oh, all right. Sweet. I'm so sorry, Susato. I should have told you about the toxin. Ray.
You have a strong sense of responsibility. I know. That's why you decided to shoulder the burden alone.
No, that's not it at all. I was just... I was scared of my own failure coming to light, that's all. So I hoped to retrieve the substance from the Englishwoman before anyone found out.
Hey there, Travis. Welcome to the stream.
Thanks, Justin. Before the trial started, do you remember what you said, Susato? That you had no doubt in your mind about my innocence. That you'd stand by me to the last. I remember. And yet I didn't deserve your trust in me. I hid important details from you, Susato. I completely betrayed your faith in me. Hit me, Susato. I deserve it. No, in fact, throw me to the floor. No, that's too good for me as well. Drag me through the streets! I'm no better, you know. Oh? Even though in my heart I knew that you pulled the knife blade from Miss Brett's back. There was just a brief moment when, in my mind, I doubted you. Susato! I'm sorry. After I stood here and promised you that I'd stand by your side, and always be on your side, I betrayed your faith in me too. And as such, I failed you as a lawyer. Oh, no.
I think the situation has taught both of you a valuable lesson. Placing your unbridled faith in another is no easy task.
Yes, Father. The fact has certainly struck home. Which is why I can see more clearly now. So, Ray? Yes? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
No.
No!
I really need to make an alert like that.
You really do. Oh my god, please.
Oh.
Hey, Malbeak. Oh, Susato.
Aww.
You know, you'll always be a gallant, dashing lawyer in my eyes now. Oh, Ray. Yeah. I was so scared, you know, when it happened. I didn't know what was going on. The Englishwoman was sitting at the back of the hut listening to what I was saying. I know it was you who stole the poison! Well now, whatever do you mean? And then a moment later, she suddenly got to her feet. Before collapsing on the floor in front of me with a knife in her back.
So did the swan die too? Like,
Probably.
It's kind of sad. I'm more upset about that than, Giselle.
It all happened right before my eyes. And you were the only people in the hut at the time? That's right. Just Miss Brett and myself. There was no one else. So I don't understand how she could possibly have been stabbed like that.
A great mystery indeed.
I still can't believe it happened. That's why I just couldn't bring myself to speak up. It will be all right. However it happened, and whatever really went on by the sea that day, I promise you that I'm going to prove everything you've said you saw is true.
Spoken like a true Mikotoba. Now, I think we should discuss what's coming up in the trial, don't you? We don't have much time. We must make sure we have our facts in order.
Thanks, Justin. Yes, I expect the poison is going to come under close scrutiny in the upcoming proceedings. The police should hopefully have identified it on the blade by now.
Wait, the swan did nothing wrong? Yeah, that's why I'm sad about it. Unlike a freaking goose that I know, the mischievous little bastard. Honking everywhere.
Oh.
What the hell was that? Well, I guess that beats my seagull noise, and it's like, ah! And that's a reason why I don't do character voices, or creature voices.
Gosh.
Yet. I don't know. I gotta just do things.
The trouble is, it's a completely new laboratory synthesized blend of alkaloids. The police won't have any way of testing for it. Oh, I see.
Everybody's honking in my chat now.
Huh.
I don't know what's going on anymore. You need to sneak a honk like that in, like one of your recordings or something. Like
just honk.
Just what a Nilu. Special attacks. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Oh my god. I need somebody to take that noise and edit it into a gameplay of Genshin. It's like, guys, something's wrong with my character.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Without this chemical reagent, it's impossible to detect the toxin.
Chemical reagent?
I sent a colleague of mine off with some earlier to deliver to police headquarters. I think perhaps you should have some as well, though, just in case.
Okay, a special indicator solution for a new poison under development by my father's team. It's been created in strict secrecy and exists only in my father's laboratory.
I want to look at it.
Can we?
I think so. Ooh, what the hell's my... Never mind.
Oh.
I can't read that!
Can we click it? The label appears to be written in a foreign language that I don't know.
It's German, so your knowledge of English is going to be of little help here, I'm afraid.
Couldn't you have just written medicine on it in Japanese? Then we'd all be able to read it.
German is the international language of medicine, my dear. Is it?
Oh.
Is that why I can't pronounce, like, literally anything anytime I call the pharmacy? Hi, I'd like Furusumaidi. I thought it was all Latin.
Uh-oh. Oh, the sound alerts aren't working right now on this thing.
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm getting issues of Nightbot and things like that on my end, too. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Hold on 1 second. My PNG tuber's not showing up.
Ah.
Hold on, let me fix that.
Grabs one of Pharaoh's shoelaces and pulls down it before running away. Honk. I have to leave in about an hour. Danganronpa RPG where you're the ultimate. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Pharaoh, would you like me to throw up the same no spoiler pin message I made for Danny's stream? Please do, Justin. I definitely would appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Yes. Yeah, I'll have to fix those things. I had to bring a friend over to help me fix it because he's better versed in Twitch than I am. So. Ugh. All right.
All right. But yes, I can certainly see the merit in labeling the bottle in Japanese. Though I'm not sure medicine would be entirely appropriate.
Oh no, we don't need the Sayu tech support. We're good. Oh god.
Alright, what the hell you guys want? Like, I'm sorry, Akihito. I forgot the character's name in Persona.
Oh, I think it's Akihito.
Is it? Okay. I gotta get back in various games. But,
Hey.
I think that's the only thing we can look at regarding this reagent. So.
I went back.
Alright. Here we are. Oh, damn it. I drank all my water before the stream started. Oh! It's fine. Oh, what's the matter, Susato? You're suddenly very quiet.
It's this newspaper article. Exclusive, deadly poison stolen from Yume Medical Research Laboratory. I'm wondering how the information got out, given that it was a government secret. It was all the English woman's doing! What? It was when the professor and Soseki-san were being interviewed at the laboratory. That so-called English lady swanned in and without any compunction said to the Professor Mikitoba, "Oh, Professor, surely your guest would love to hear about your work on that substance there."
It put me in a very awkward position, to be frank. But Sasaki-san's curiosity had been piqued, so I had a little choice but to give him a cursory introduction.
So then, Soseki-san knew about the poison?
Yes, and it's highly likely that the reporter who was writing up the story about us would have caught a glimpse of the toxin as well.
This Minimemo-san. By the way, did that reporter join you all when you went to the beach? Oh, no, I don't remember the reporter being there.
Indeed, he shouldn't have been. I very much doubt anyone would have wanted him there.
Oh?
He's annoying as fudge, that's why nobody likes him. But no criminal had been given permission by the authorities to bathe by the seaside. Sasaki-san pointed out that inviting a reporter might be problematic, so the man was sent back to his office.
Yet he obviously didn't go back. He secretly followed the party to the beach and took this very candid photograph. And then presumably he posted it anonymously to the police.
Yes, that must be what happened. Counsel! Scared myself. We just heard that the new witness is not ready to testify. The trial's about to resume. Please proceed into the courtroom at once. It's time to steel ourselves once again, then. Defense attorney, Ryutaru Naruhodo.
Yes! Ray has put her faith in me now and told me everything. So I can't let her down. I have to prove that what she's telling the court is true. I have to prove what really happened that day. Let's get it done!
Now, I forgot, like, what I was gonna say. So, you know how we missed, we got, how much we got a penalty? Do those refill after every to be continued section? Because now I can't even recall if they do. I think sometimes, but maybe not all the times.
I don't know. I'll have to check. I think so.
All right, I'm just kind of curious. All right.
Because you're presented with new evidence, so I'd assume.
You'd think. I hereby call this court to order as I reconvene to continue the trial of Ray Membami. I can't read. Prosecutor Auchi, have you summoned a new witness?
Before I address that question, Your Excellency, I have some very important news to share.
Uh-oh. Is
Oh.
he dead?
I guess it's important.
What news? And why does he look so happy about it?
During the recess, with the collaboration of Professor Mikotoba's laboratory at Yume University, the police re-examined the knife that was used to end Miss Giselle Brett's life.
Excellent. I admire your rapid handling of the matter.
Oh, too kind, Your Excellency, too kind. I was merely carrying out your instructions, of course.
I had the reagents delivered to police headquarters by rickshaw, so it would be there in good time. By judging by the man's swagger, I fear we might need to brace ourselves for the inevitable.
What a kiss ass. You're right, Lyles.
Mm-hmm. And, Counsel, what were the results?
This dagger, which was so cruelly used to end the life of the victim,
Aside from sweetly used to,
has no trace of poison anywhere along its blade.
What? Are you sure about that?
I would stake the reputation of the police on it.
I mean, listen, all these games, the police might as well be just have their thumbs up their asses the entire time. I mean, we as lawyers are doing the work of them and the lawyers, it's just,
Yeah.
Arm the reagents. The test is extremely simple. They couldn't have made a mistake.
The murder weapon. Oh, poop.
Small knife with from the scene of the crime that was found in the victim's back. No trace of poison was found on the blade.
Can we examine it? Nope, that's the poison.
That's the poison.
All right, let's take a look.
We can look at the blood?
Let's take a look. Ah, yes, this must be the victim's blood.
Oh dear. Blood is never a pretty sight, is it? I'm having the fight to urge to run it through a hot tap and get it clean.
You've always been fastidious about cleanliness, haven't you? I didn't say that word, that's fine.
Fastidious, I think.
I think so. I know I heard it before. My mouth is like, so it's fine.
I think this is something else, Father.
Okay, let's take a look at the handle, I guess. Actually, no, maybe not.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing.
Really? I was giving it a once-over really quick. All right, no, I think
Yeah,
that's
sound
it.
alerts are broken, y'all. Sorry. Please, save your channel points. Thanks, Justin.
The police are extra incompetent Ace Attorney since they're like, oh, you killed someone? All right, your trial's tomorrow. And you only get 3 days max.
Yup.
That's what always bothered me, too. It's like, you only get 3 days, even if we're still deliberating, so... I don't know. Hope this isn't Chris's blood.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Justin. Oh, that's from, the very, infamous Resident Evil original.
Nope.
Because it has some pretty cheesy voice acting, but it's great.
Oh, God.
You were almost a Jill sandwich. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it's great.
In short, the accused's feeble excuse earlier has been utterly destroyed.
Oh! There we go.
Now, the prosecution is ready to call the new witness.
Ah, the newspaper reporter who managed to capture a photograph of the crucial moment. Good. Very well. Officer, bring in the witness.
No trace of poison on the knife. But if that's really the case... Ugh. How could the toxin enter the victim's body?
You still hope there'll be a redeem a hydrate option in the channel points? Oh, I redeemed it myself because I drank all my water before the stream started, so...
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
I'm just thinking. I mean, he really does look like the guy from Ghost Trick.
Yeah. He just needs a mustache.
Did he have a mustache?
I think so.
I gotta play it again. I have the remake, or port, whatever, it came out a few months ago, but I need to play it again. Like, Writing. No, Writing.
Right, like writing.
Writing. So,
Right.
Writing? Is that your?
Right.
Right.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Writing Many Memo, the Show You News. I'm what people like to call a journo.
What's a journo, Father? Do you know?
Sounds like some porno name. I mean, it's simply a contraction of journalist.
Ah. Hey, C. Diggs.
I'm there with the news. I'm there where the news breaks, putting pen to paper to catch those scoops so they're in print the next morning. Oh, they don't call me the hero of the Herald for nothing. The nice guy of news.
Oh, red flag already.
You killed her, you son of a bitch.
He's also got something on his hand, on his right hand.
Yeah, I think I thought it was his hand or his wrist. I thought it was like an anchor tattoo or something. I gotta look at that again.
Could be. Oh, so it was you who took this photograph, was it?
Oh, well, I just noticed something completely. His wristband or his armband.
Oh!
Yay.
Interesting.
Well, what do we hear?
I'm sorry?
Oh, brace yourselves, people! Many Memos senses scoop in the offing. The offing? I'm gonna take a look at what that is. It could just be like an ink stain, because that happens to me a lot. Like when if I use a pen, like I'm dumb, so I get ink stains all over my palm. So, but yeah. Female student up to foul play defended by curiously handsome young lawyer in Supreme Court. The readers will lap this up. Set it above the fold at 72 point in a 5-leg format of the morning edition.
Huh?
Right then. Let's start with your name.
Oh, it's Ryotaro Naruhodo.
Next, what made you want to become a lawyer?
I wanted to reform our country's legal system, I suppose.
Ryotaro has suddenly become very ambitious, I see.
I just borrowed Kazuma-sama's dream for a while.
Oh, by the way, my name is Takasuchi Auchi. That's Takasuchi Auchi.
Oh, it's not out. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna call him Ouchie still.
The so-called dark horse of the Supreme Court. My objections strike fear into the average defense lawyer's heart.
Yeah, I don't really give a damn. Nope, the readers don't buy that.
What?
That was so good.
Witness. Yes? What this court demands to know is whether or not you were responsible for the taking of this picture. It was delivered anonymously to the Imperial Police Bureau only yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't be a journal if I didn't click quick when presented with a scoop like that now, would I? Sometimes stories call out to me. Sometimes I have to chase them down, but either way, you've got to be fast. Gotta go fast! Chili dogs! And other words.
Oh, God.
Fast legs to run with, if a fast hand to write with. It's no good if you don't note it down, I always say. That's what I call my many memoism.
Many momoism?
Ah, yes, I remember your face. We've met that day when you were interviewing myself and Sasaki-san. Oh, hey there, Presto. Welcome to the stream. He's the ye olde TMZ reporter. Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on those fools.
Yes, right. Well, that was me. Many Memo again. But you were supposed to be going back to the Shoyu news offices after our meeting. Ah, but the scoop is, I didn't!
because that Englishwoman's words had piqued my journalistic interest.
Oh, Miss Brett's words?
A criminal left to do as she pleases just because she happens to be a British citizen? It's horse dung! This country's judiciary is rotten to the core. The Supreme Court's rulings aren't worth the paper they're written on. The police are just imperial pawns.
Okay, I mean, you are a journalist. Are you, I don't think you're supposed to be taking these stances so hard, but alright.
Whew.
Stay your tongue, young man. Yeah, I know. I know. There are complex political issues at play.
Huh. Well, anyway, I quickly jotted down those words she said in my memo pad. Dug dim dome. Odor of the dug dim
That's
dome.
exactly what it feels like.
Are you ready? I'll read it out. It's all here. Right. Here goes. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. A serious criminal going on some junket, but people need to know about this. That's why I decided to sneak after them. How many pencils do I have?
A lot.
To get the woman's story so I can hammer her in the press.
Do you mean to say that you did indeed witness it firsthand? The grim scene portrayed in this photograph?
Oh yes! I saw it with my very own journo eyes. From start to finish. Through the viewfinder of my trusty camera.
Thank you, Memo-san. You will now give a formal testimony before the court. You will state exactly what it is that you witnessed of the events surrounding Miss Brett's death.
Okay, here we go.
That's a nice argument, journalist. Wait, that's a nice argument, journalist. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the F up. Have you been on Twitter too, Justin?
Hey, Golden Dragon, how are you?
All right, the camera never lies.
All right.
The beach hut was made of shoddy old reed screens, so there were plenty of gaps I could see through inside. The Englishwoman was sitting on a stool when the student girl came in and started arguing with her. Seconds later, the girl pulled out a knife, throwing the Englishwoman onto the floor. She stabbed her in the back. My smoldering journal spirit burst into flames. Quick as a flash, I whipped out my camera, ready to click. I pulled apart the rough weave of one of the screens and poked the lens through this perfect shot.
Bless you. Read screens, you say?
Right. You could see them clearly enough in that great shot I snapped. The hut walls were just screens made of coarsely woven reeds.
Yes, it allows the breeze to pass through and bring some relief from the summer heat. Especially going across your butthole and your crack. Oh, it feels amazing.
Oh my god.
What? I'm just saying, on a hot day, you need some air down there. Hey, if someone wants to disagree with me, fine. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure we've all felt that way at some point, but those are thoughts we don't say out loud.
No, it's okay. We can say it out loud. We're adults.
Oh my god. Oh, please continue.
And it was a breeze for me, I get it, breeze, for me to poke my camera through and see the whole thing hotting up.
Ignoring for the time being the appalling invasion of privacy involved? Or did you witness everything that happened from the moment the defendant entered the hut?
Oh yes, I saw it. I saw the whole thing from start to finish.
And you say you took the photograph through a gap in one of the screens?
Luckily for me, they were pretty shoddily woven. I pulled the reeds apart and thrust the lens of my camera through the gap.
Why'd I say it like that?
I don't know.
Would I get away with it?
You know, when they highlight words, you know, I just gotta put the emphasis. I just, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or would I be seen? It was the gamble of a lifetime. A tenacity of purpose that's considered admirable in a journalist, I suppose.
Run a risk one day, run a scoop the next. That's many memoism in a nutshell. At last, it would appear that we have a genuine witness to this wicked crime. The evidence and testimony are extremely compelling. I believe we may be close to a verdict.
No!
Wonderful news, Your Excellency. Wonderful.
Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that this testimony begs one very large question.
What question?
Exclusive news. A startling photograph. All the makings of an exceptional story for the reporter. Why then was the story never published?
Oh, that's right!
Yeah, I just realized he reminds me of that clown girl from Spirit of Justice messing with her suspenders.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, balloon!
Boobs! I mean balloons! It seems clear to me that there are circumstances at play here that are yet to be understood.
Ha! More pathetic excuses.
Very well then, counsel, proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Excellency. There's more to this reporter than meets the eye.
Transformers.
Damn it. He's keeping something about this case very close to his chest. Or on his arm.
Alright. I'm not really sure if there's anything off the bat we could possibly present on.
Well, the second later, the girl pulled out a knife, throwing the Englishwoman to the floor as she stabbed her in the back.
Okay.
How could she do that if she was, like, facing her? Like, how could she throw the woman on the floor? I know that's just bothering me. That's not probably gonna happen, but...
I get where you're coming from, but they're probably just gonna say, like, you know, she grabbed her by the shoulders and threw her down. Now, if we're talking about a logical thing about it between, like, strength and whatnot, I mean, it's still a little... I'm trying to think of this game's, like, logical deductions, and, like, I just feel like they're not gonna like that if we try doing anything.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we do have our point back. Thank you, Simir, for pointing that out, so... Okay. Okay, so I think... Should we just press on each statement, just take it from there?
Sure.
Let's go with the first one.
Hold it! Hold it! What made you want to see what was happening inside the beach hut in the first place?
Because I'm a pervert! Well, call it journal instinct. Can you think of a better reason?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps because as well as being a proven criminal, the person inside was a young woman?
Ah, I see where you're going with this. Brace yourselves, people. He's painting the journal as a voyeur.
It's hardly slander, sir. You had a camera and you were taking pictures without a woman's knowledge.
Nope, you got it all wrong, little student boy.
Sorry?
To my mind, all that was inside that hut was a scoop. Nothing more, nothing less. Scoops know no gender, man or woman, it's all news. That's not even many memoism, it's basic journalism.
But still, it's still weird.
Oh, right.
If only the courtroom was as indiscriminate.
Right, so, if that's all buttoned up, can we move on? Tell the court then, witness, what sight befell your eyes when you looked inside the hut. A sight that vindicated my journal instinct, that's what. When I pulled back the reeds, I could see it all as clear as day. Saying she was sitting on the stool, blah, 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 blah.
Hold it. So you actually saw Membami-san entering the hut?
Yep, and she was raging like my journal spirit.
And the argument you mentioned, what was that about exactly?
You stole it. I didn't steal it. Well, that kind of thing.
Talking about the poison, I suppose.
The student girl walked right up to the Englishwoman and really started laying into her.
Hey, Nex. Thanks for joining.
I mean, if she laid into her anymore, there would have been eggs. What the?
What?
The man should have been an
Oh,
author.
laid into her, yeah.
His descriptive talents are wasted on journalism. But the student's rantings fell on deaf ears, like a Japanese person listening to English for the first time.
He really ought to work on his similes first, though, to be honest.
Anyway, the point is, that woman in the dock was mightily angry.
And her temper finally got the better of her, it seems. Dear me.
Which was the climactic moment that I caught on film. So here's like the statement you're talking about, which I do feel like, yeah, it's like there's something off of it, but let's press on it, see if we get anything out of it.
Do you swear before this court that you actually saw the precise moment when the stabbing took place?
Ha! The precise moment. I didn't see just that. I saw the whole hellish scene play out from start to finish.
I have here a simple plan of a beach hut. Perhaps you could use it to explain to the court exactly what you witnessed?
Oh,
Sure, yeah, it's not suspicious. You're right, you are. It's all right here in my memo pad.
oh my god.
When I first peered into the hut, I'm sure that the Englishwoman was on this stool at the back of the hut here.
Yes, the accused's own testimony confirmed that.
She just sat at the back of the hut smiling sweetly, is what I have noted down.
It's my turn to testify now. Try not to interrupt. Then, the next moment, as I was watching, the evil student girl entered the hut. After a while, the pair of them ended up in the middle of the hut, arguing furiously. The Englishwoman went for the student, but the girl dodged out of the way. And in a flash, plunged the knife into her adversary's back as the two passed each other. What you describe as a grim crime indeed. Never sugarcoat the truth! That's what mini-memoism is. So it's the plan to lay out a small beach hut where the victim was found.
By the way, Memo-san, whilst you were watching that terrible scene unfold before your eyes through the gap in the screen, did it not occur to you to try and prevent the tragedy rather than capture it on film?
Journalists have to be observers. We can't get involved. That's our raison d'etre.
So you didn't converse with Miss Brett at all?
Obviously not. An observer always remains on the outside looking in.
And that's something to be proud of, is it?
Your Excellency, if I may. Yes, Professor. I think the witness's last expertly phrased statement should perhaps be added to his formal testimony.
Father, what are you...
I will grant the defense's request. Memo-san, you will supplement your formal testimony with the aforementioned statement. Yeah, well, nihilism is the foundation of memo-ism, but I'll gladly prove that my words are meaningless. I never once set foot in a hut, nor spoke with the Englishwoman. I was there only as an observer.
Observer. I feel like that is something we should either press on or present. Let me see something.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the other statements really quick. Quick splash look on camera ready. Yeah, pull apart the weave. Okay, here's a new one. I never once set foot in a hut. So here's another thing, actually. I just kind of realized. So the pen, I'm going back to the whole pen thing, but we noticed that the bottom of it had the emblem, which is the same thing he has in his armband.
Right.
And now when we think about it, those initials,
Many memo.
writing many memo. So,
Right? Yeah. And okay, yeah, this is the first case, of course, so of course it's gonna be pretty easy. But like, come on.
yeah. It makes me wonder, like, would this be... well, wait, hold on a minute. When did they say they got this, Oh, no, this is the pen that she was found clutching in her hands, right? So part of me is like, can we use this to indicate as, like, you lying asshole? According to this is your pen, and it was in the hut, so how the hell did she get it? So,
Right.
but I'm also thinking, is that a little too...
It's too soon, I think.
That's what I'm worried about. So,
Should we press on this last one then?
yeah, let's go ahead and just be safe. Let's press on the last one.
Hold it!
Really? You didn't set foot inside the hut at all? Are you quite sure about that?
I think you may have the wrong impression of me. We're talking about a murder scene here. My nerves were stretched to breaking point already.
Oh, I see. You were scared. Maybe I did have the wrong impression of you, yes. Yes?
It was all I could do to stifle a scream and hold my hand steady enough to snap the shot. You really should have summoned help before thinking of your camera. Many memoism and humanism don't always agree. And most of the time in these instances, many memoism comes out on top.
Huh.
As a sculptor of stories, sometimes I have to be cruel for my art. Yes, that's spot on.
Surely he's making all this up.
He claims I've spied the whole affair from start to finish. If true, his testimony is devastating.
But it does seem as though he's holding something back, doesn't it?
If that's how you feel, I suggest that you trust your instincts and press him on everything he said. As you've no doubt seen done many times before in your role as judicial assistant.
Yes, I have. I've seen witnesses like this pressed often. I know exactly what to do.
I would like to take a look at the beach hut image as well. I don't think I took a look at that yet. I mean, there's nothing to examine here, but I mean, we have like the front of it on the right. Well, there's something else I noticed.
In the beach hut video?
I'm not sure how pertinent this is, but you look at the table on the bottom there. We know that's the wine bottle, but there's two glasses.
Oh, instead of one.
So
Because
that's
hold on, what's the photo, the crime scene photo? There's only one glass.
Oh, is there? Yeah. And if I look at the table, I mean, I see the bucket of ice. I don't know what are those next to it. Are those cups or?
I think it's a wine cooler thing. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I don't know. We'll have to wait. But for now, I think we gotta press on. What did we leave off on?
So we did it 1 through 3, and then we still got press on 4 and 5.
Okay, I'm on my smoldering journo spirit.
Yep.
Hold it!
The court is fully aware of your desire to capture the incident on film, I'm sure. But why then did you choose to post the photograph anonymously to the police?
I'm afraid I don't understand a word that's coming out of your mouth. Okay, Chris Tucker.
I'm asking why, as a journalist, you decided not to make a story out of the incident.
Think of me as a sculptor. Sculptor who makes art out of the sordid private details of other people's lives. But I never discuss my own personal life on principle. I mean, that's basic many-memoism.
It's not something to boast about.
No doubt your burning desire to see the truth exposed and justice done was what motivated you.
We are doing the thing, Twilight. Yeah!
That's it! That's brilliant! My burning desire to see something or other exposed.
There has to be a good reason why he didn't think to write an article about what he saw, though.
By your own admission, you were outside the hut. How then did you manage to take the photograph? Ah, yes, that! I'm glad you asked. Pull apart the weave.
Hold it!
Okay. But the two women inside didn't notice?
Huh! Well, obviously not. If they had, where would I be right now? In jail, that's where.
What you think would make you reflect on what you were doing?
No, a journal's job is to collect little snippets of life as unobtrusively as possible. Leave nothing but footprints. Take nothing but photos. Yeah, that's spot on.
Did he just make that up?
Oh, the point is, a witness risked life and limb to obtain this photograph. And this photograph reveals the whole truth. There's nothing more to be said.
Uh-huh. So that is
You know what
everything.
he did.
So
You know what he did?
I'm still going with the idea that we may need to may need to present the fountain pen on the last statement here, saying he never once set foot in a hut.
You wanna try it?
I'll risk it.
Risk it for a biscuit? Oh,
I want that biscuit.
did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, the fountain pen. There we go. Yeah, you were right. I accidentally examined it rather than
Oh, no, you're good.
offered it as evidence. I was like, oh. Mini Memo-san, until now, I've had a firm belief that newspapers are in the business of uncovering and publishing the truth.
Oh, you're spot on there. The press doesn't lie, which is why I'm proud to wear the emblem of the Show You News on my arm. In a way, that's more many-memoism.
Sadly, though, it seems the journalists who write for those papers don't always share the same passion for the truth.
What are you suggesting with the recommendatory words, Counsel?
Mini Momo-san, do you recognize this fountain pen? Oh, he's sweating. This pen was found at the scene of Miss Brett's death. In fact, the murder victim was gripping it in her hand as she died.
What are you?
If you look at the barrel of the pen, you'll notice that its owner's initials are engraved there. R.M.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up, Counsel. The initials of the accused, Raymond Bambi. What the hell I just say?
Raymond Bambi.
I just said words.
It is a coincidence, I wonder, that your initials are also R.M.
No!
No! Write in mini memo. R.M.
That's horse dung. Can't you see? One of the central tenets of many-memoism is being a pencil user.
And yet, as the court will clearly be able to see, on your right hand, there is a very obviously blue ink stain.
It would appear that you must have rather carelessly left it somewhere recently. Your favorite fountain pen, that is? Horsey horse dung!
Mini Memo-san, is it not the case that before she died, you met with Giselle Brett in that beach hut?
Why should we listen to this absurd nonsense? It's nothing but another excuse.
Exactly! Show You News will stand behind me all the way. I deny everything. There must be as many people with the initials RM as there are stars in the night sky.
The defense has neither the time nor the inclination to count every star in the sky. And there's no need anyway, because this pen has more to tell. Yes, there is another clue. A clue that undeniably proves who its owner really is.
In that case, counsel, the defense will now show the court where the alleged clue lies.
Of course, Your Excellency. The clue on this fountain pen is clearly reveals its owner's identity is.
I'm fairly certain they're talking about the emblem.
Yep.
Just make sure I'm lining up properly. Okay.
Oh. Hold on.
Did you not line it up right?
No, I did.
Oh.
Present. I didn't present it. I examined it again.
Oh, okay. We're proud of Sasato-san. Yes, we are. She's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he is licking the pencil. It's usually a lot of writers do to kind of like wet the tip so it can write better. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's just what I've seen it do.
I just have a feeling people don't really write anything anymore, so I feel like there's going to be a generation of people who are like, what the hell is that you're using?
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, God, I feel old.
As well as the initials is also an emblem on this fountain pen. An emblem that you will, of course, recognize, Mini Memo-san.
Wait, oh, goodness me, it's the emblem of the Shoyu News.
In other words, the owner of this pen is an employee of the Shoyu News, whose initials are RM. Suddenly, the stars in the night sky don't seem so numerous, do they? Well, Mini Memo-san, how do you respond?
No! Order! Explain yourself, witness. So, this is how the mighty Supreme Court works, is it? Using coercive tactics to have well-meaning citizens reveal harmless secrets?
I've used nothing but honest tactics.
All right, then. Fine. I won't try to hide it anymore. Yes, not long before the grim tragedy unfolded, I, a Shoyu News reporter, on behalf of the public, conducted an interview with the Englishwoman.
An interview?
You never mentioned this before.
When exactly was this?
Well, as I said, it was before that evil little student girl showed her face in the hut. It couldn't have lasted more than 2 or 3 minutes, that's all. It was just a brief exchange. But it came to nothing. And as we many memoists say, that people don't pay their dues for unworthy news. However insignificant you deem it to be, this court cannot overlook the meeting between yourself and the victim. You will testify now under oath about the precise nature of this meeting and what transpired. Got it. Yes, all right. But on one condition.
Condition?
In all good conscience, I couldn't speak out alone about this. You need to call back the earlier witness, Soseki Natsumi-san.
Soseki-san?
Oh yes, according to my notes here, that man has a secret of his own. Embrace yourselves, because it's not a harmless one. It's big.
Why are you bringing him up?
Well, this should be interesting. Many memoism states that one man's secret is in every other man's front page story. Very well. I'll grant the witness's request in this instance. Officer, summon the earlier witness back to the stand.
Soseki-san, hiding something?
Because who doesn't hide something in this series?
Yeah.
Oh, just right away. Okay.
Oh, okay, dang.
The witness's secrets. I asked the Englishwoman for an interview, but she declined. So I left the hut without making a fuss. Then, watching secretly from outside, I saw the woman being stabbed and the other witness come running. The detective realized that the victim still had a pulse, so he ran off to fetch help. That's when this Strider man here asked the woman a very significant question. But he didn't say anything about that in his testimony, which is why many memos and demands I reveal it now. You mean to say the victim?
The victim regained consciousness?
What?
That's you.
Oh, well,
And when she did, you decided to ask her a question?
That's, true, yes.
He did! And that's not all. The woman gave him a very definite answer. An answer that incriminates the accused.
This is preposterous. Why am I only hearing about this now? Why didn't you mention this before, you yokel hack?
It wasn't even a conversation! Yes, I did pose with the withering English rose a question, I don't deny it. But she could no longer speak. She was barely conscious even.
Counsel for the defense, I expect a thorough cross-examination to be conducted here. This court must and will know the truth.
Absolutely, Your Excellency. The reporter is claiming that Miss Brett implicated Ray somehow? What on earth could have happened in that hut? How did it go from all that, like, what?
Yeah, it seems like just I hate saying random tidbits are just appearing out of nowhere, but
It kinda is.
well, I'm not surprised. All right. Well, I think the big thing we gotta do here is press on that one statement where it says, like, hey, he asked him, like, yeah, that's when this writer man here asked the woman a very significant question. So I think
Press
that's,
on it, you said?
yeah, the fourth one. Yep.
Hold it!
Hold it. What question? What exactly did he say?
Well, now, you should hear that from the horse's mouth, I think. Don't you, Mr. Writer Man?
Out with it, you yokel hack! What did you say to her? What did you say to the dying Englishwoman?
Well, in truth, I'd been catching crabs at the water's edge and building castles in the sand, you see.
What? I'm sorry, it's just the image of a young man building.
They're so cute.
Wait, hold on, really quick. How old is he again? I'm just kind of curious.
Oh yeah, hold on. Ow.
Oh my God, he's my age. Do I look like that?
No. Oh my god.
Oh,
He's 33. Raiden is 38.
I keep forgetting Hosonaga is 30.
Yeah. My goodness. Ouch, he's 52. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Well, the seaside is a place to be at leisure, I suppose. Even for a grown man.
But then all of a sudden, from that little beach hut, a young girl's panic-stricken cries for help pierced the air. Ray! I ran up to the beach to see what was happening, to find the defendant leaning over the collapsed victim. As soon as Inspector Hosonaga saw Miss Brett on the ground, he sprinted off to get help. And then, just a moment later, I heard a faint moan. A moan from the English dead woman. I nearly jumped out of my skin! But what did you ask her, Soseki-san? I asked her, who did this to you?
Don't protract this any longer. How did the woman respond?
She didn't! She said nothing in response! But...
When in the stand, you will answer the questions asked of you unambiguously. Damn it! Now, without invasion or reticence, I demand that you amend your testimony.
I will! I'm not gonna yell too much because my voice.
I have my window open all this time. I hope my neighbors don't think I'm crazy. I'm sure Pharaoh looks good with a mustache. When I leave it out, it just kind of like just gets unworldly. To be fair, Pharaoh, you haven't spent months living in a cold, dark room. That would make you look way older.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, when I was working from home exclusively a couple years back, I mean, I was pretty much only in my room. All right. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. So his new statement. Oh, actually,
He has two. He said, I asked her who did this to you, but she never replied, and then she just lifted a trembling finger and pointed in the direction of the defendant.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to press on both, or do you think you want to just press on that last one?
Probably the last one.
Let's give that a shot.
Hold it!
Miss Brett pointed a finger at the defendant? Soseki-san, is that really true? It's not easy to stand here and say this, but when we first entered the beach hut, the Englishwoman was sprawled on the floor before us with the student girl standing on the far side of her. And when I asked, who did this to you? The Englishwoman summoned her last ounce of strength and to point to a trembling finger to the back of the hut.
Hold on.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm taking a look at the photo right now.
Yeah.
How in God's hand is she supposed to do that?
Both of her hands are up.
You're telling me that she had enough strength to put it behind her and then sprawl it up front?
Ugh,
It just
doesn't make any sense.
All right.
Which will probably have to present that.
Probably.
Which was, it can't be denied in the direction of student girl who stands accused today. No.
Sasaki-san, why on earth did you neglect to mention this in your original testimony?
But fiddlesticks, I say.
Okay, SpongeBob. This is not a British court of law. You will respond in Japanese. Oh.
Yes, of course. The Englishwoman did point her finger towards the back of the hut, but but I was troubling and she was troubling and everything was a blur. And thinking about it, I feel as though perhaps she was pointing in a slightly different direction. Actually, no, not slightly, in a very different direction to where the girl was standing.
So why'd you even say that she was? Oh my
I
God.
know.
I'm getting pissed off at him now.
I'm getting upset. To somewhere at the back of the hut where nobody was standing at all. You mean that your memory of events and the direction in which the victim was pointing at are both unclear? Yes, that's it, unclear. I'm very, very unclear.
Objection!
Your Excellency, surely this proves a matter beyond all reasonable doubt. Yes, the woman may barely have been conscious, and yes, perhaps her finger wavered slightly, but there can be no doubt that this was an attempt by the victim to confirm the identity of the assailant. Why? Because as the court can see, there was no one other than the accused in the direction the victim was pointing. It is now abundantly clear that no one besides the accused could possibly have committed this crime.
I'm inclined to agree. And in the absence of any credible argument to the contrary, I believe we can now conclude this trial.
No!
The headline's writing itself. Dashing lawyers' hopes dashed. 92 point across the whole page. We'll do an extra edition. This is a serious blow, Sasato. Unless we're able to identify the true culprit and substantiate our claim with evidence,
Big words.
the judge will give his ruling and the trial will be over.
But that's impossible, Father! We don't even know how the crime was committed yet.
Impossible, though the task may seem, we have no choice. We must think back over everything we've learned thus far. Somewhere in all those details, I'm confident we'll find the clue that we need.
Ray gave us her account of how events folded in the Descendant's antechamber before the trial resumed. She told us what happened at the precise moment Miss Brett was killed. The Englishwoman was sitting at the back of the hut, listening to what I was saying, and then a moment later, she suddenly got to her feet before collapsing on the floor in front of me with a knife in her back. How could Miss Brett have been stabbed in the back in a beach hut that was empty but for herself and Ray? Somewhere amid all the information we've gathered so far, there must be an answer to that question. We know it!
I'm kind of surprised that it's not even being brought up. Like, we know that the Many Memo mentioned there was a gap in the back of the hut. Why is that being connected 2 to 2 or like 1 to 1? Like, hey, maybe that's how she got stabbed in the back from outside?
Yeah.
Am I missing something there? I take it then that the defense has nothing further to add.
So, the gallant yokel student's luck finally runs out. I can't say I'm surprised.
In that case, I'm ready to deliver my final verdict on this matter.
This is a crucial turning point now. If I can't establish what really happened, it's over. Where was the real culprit hiding, and how did he or she stab the victim? I know how!
I hope we're not being like really confident and cocky. It seems easy enough.
Well, because it is, it is writing. Your Excellency, I respectfully ask you to postpone your adjudication for the time being.
Oh? To what end, Counsel?
The defense would like to present this court with an alternative theory. An alternative theory that can explain who the victim was actually trying to implicate with her dying gesture.
Objection!
Now hold on a minute. If we're saying that her gesture really was happening, she wasn't pointing at Ray. She was pointing at the back of the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Yes.
An alternative theory? Ha! None exists!
Objection!
There was someone else present at the scene who could have committed this crime.
Who?
What?
And the victim, Miss Brett, tried to reveal who it was to those around her at the time. But mustering all her remaining strength and pointing a trembling finger in the killer's direction.
This is fiction! Fantasy! Sci-fi! Other genres I don't know.
Very well. As you seem so sure of yourself, Counsel, I'm prepared to hear your alternative theory. So, young Ryotaro Naruhodo,
Yes, Your Excellency.
you will present your latest theory to the court by means of this plan. At the moment the victim was stabbed, where exactly are you proposing the culprit was concealed?
Well,
Do we put in that area here, I guess?
I'm literally just gonna go I'm gonna go behind the stool to make sure that I'm outside of the line of the
Oh,
hut.
fair. Yeah.
Because I'm worried that they're gonna say, hey, wait a minute. So hopefully this is what makes sense to me. So let's see.
Take that!
Take that. Yeah. Naruhodo-san would never give up. And I'm a Naruhodo now. The true culprit who fatally stabbed Miss Brett. Concealed in this location here.
Are you mad, Counsel? You're suggesting the culprit was outside the hut.
Hey, what?
Order!
But student lawyer Naruhodo-san, Esquire.
Calm down.
That makes no sense at all.
Shut up, Soseki! Get pissed off at you. You just pointed out the exact spot where I was hiding in my scoop snap. Yeah, dumbass. Why do you think that is? But I didn't see any suspicious individuals loitering about. I can swear to that!
Obviously, if the culprit had been outside the hut, there's no way that he or she could have stabbed the victim who was inside the hut.
Actually, Prosecutor Aoji, there is a way. And, in point of fact, the defense can provide evidence strongly suggesting that that is precisely the way Miss Brett was killed.
You're bluffing! You're bluffing, you yokel!
The defense's assertion is clearly too fantastical for the court to comprehend. You will need to give us more guidance, counsel. What piece of evidence corroborates your theory that the victim was stabbed from outside the hut?
I guess
Part wants to go with the photograph.
the crime scene photo, that slit in there, back of that.
Well, ooh, shoot, actually, I don't know which one now. I was gonna say the incriminating photograph because that indicates that was taken. Hold on. A moment here. It says a photographic print taken at the moment the victim was attacked. My friend Ray can be seen kneeling over Miss Brett. The problem I have with using this one is it's not stating that a photo taken outside the hut. So that's what worries me there.
Oh.
We could, I guess, possibly say the crime scene photo, and then we got point to
To where?
the slit. That's what I'm.
That's true.
So let's give that a shot. We'll go with your thing first. Let's try the crime scene photo, and if that doesn't work, then then it'll be the incriminating photograph.
Take that!
Okay. Which one? Incriminating photograph?
No, the crime scene one. Crime scene.
Oh, crime scene photo. Okay, yeah. Present.
The original photographic print of the crime scene.
Yes, it's clearly visible in this print. The trace of that fatal thrust was delivered from outside the beach hut.
Objection!
Do you take us for fools? There's no hint of any such thing.
I'm not sure that everyone present would agree. Someone, at least, appears to have noticed what it is I'm referring to.
Counsel, once again, I must call on you to be explicit for the court. Because we're dumb. Where on this photograph is a trace of the stabbing, which you claim took place from outside the hut? I'm just gonna...
Right here.
Eh, eh, eh.
Take that!
There. Did it. Look closely just here.
Whoop.
In the screen in the back of the hut, you can see the effects of a blade having been forced through the reeds.
No, I can't! I can't see any such thing.
It's true that the hut in question had 4 walls as you'd expect. However, by parting the reeds, a knife blade could easily penetrate them.
Oh, this is extraordinary.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
No, you're
Yes.
good. Damn, I really gotta lower the damn noise for that raid noise. Jesus.
Ugh.
Pole Girl, thank you so much for the raid. I definitely appreciate it. And welcome, Raiders. We are continuing playing some Ace Attorney 2, or Greatest Attorney 2, I should say.
Wahoo!
Woo! Yeah, that is very loud. I do apologize. So I'll figure that out later. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Oh.
that's me. And everyone present at the scene, there is only one person who could have done that. Only one person who was directly outside the hut when Miss Brett was killed. Right in Minimomo-san. Minimomo-san. It could have only been you!
No!
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 This preposterous idea leaves me almost speechless. Just look at the photograph again. The victim lies almost exactly in the center of the beach hut, does she not? Are we to assume, as part of the farcical scenario, that the assailant was a knife thrower?
Objection!
No, of course not.
We're not.
If you recall the testimony of the defendant about the events just before the victim's death, inside the beach hut I confronted Miss Brett, but she just sat on a stool in the back of the hut smiling sweetly at me as if she was untouchable.
A stool?
Have another look at the photograph. The slit in the read screen would align perfectly with the back of a person who was sitting on that stool.
My word, so in fact, the victim was...
Killed while sitting on that stool by a stab wound to her back delivered through the read screen.
Ah!
Having been attacked, Miss Brett rose to her feet instinctively. But then, unable to speak, she collapsed on the floor in the middle of the hut, before the defendant Membami-san's appalled eyes. And that, Your Excellency, is the truth of what happened on the beach that day. By your silence, Minimomo-san, I take it that you don't deny the charge. He started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
This is absurd!
Got him!
That will do. It would appear that we have a tacit admission of guilt from the witness. Accordingly, this court has successfully established the truth of this matter, which means the defendant, Membami-san, is innocent of the crime.
Woo!
We did it!
Oh, thank goodness.
Nothing's gonna happen bad.
I finally made him cave.
I must say, I've never been more proud.
No! This can't be! The Yauchi clan can't! What of my growth? My growth of hope! It wasn't all an apparition! I can't accept this! I won't!
I see no reason for the continuance of this trial. I will therefore move to conclude proceedings by delivering my final verdict, and there we go.
There it is. No one had a breakdown yet, so it couldn't be done.
It's just, it has to happen. Ah, there's
There
the
it is.
Well, this is all very convenient. This is how the highest court in our mighty empire delivers justice, is it? Suppressing well-meaning citizens' freedom to speak and branding them as criminals?
Oh my god, I want to say stuff so bad.
But we've established that the victim was stabbed from outside the hut, through the read screen walls.
And no one but you was in place at the time to have this hat on the hilt of the blade. It's a perfectly logical deduction.
So, your argument hinges on the location of whoever stabbed the Englishwoman, does it? Well, it seems a little irrelevant now.
Oh, because we were focused on poison.
Yep. Shoot.
Ah, dang it. Irrelevant?
Where she was stabbed, how she was stabbed, it doesn't matter. I mean, whether she was stabbed at all makes no difference, if you think about it. After all, the trials have already shown the whole thing hinges on something else.
I was like, what's behind me? Huh?
What are you talking about?
Brace yourself, little man. I'm talking about the fact that everything's changed. Because of the dirt you dug up.
What?
Enough obscurity. Explain yourself, witness.
What's to explain? I'm talking about the poison, of course.
Oh!
The poison? Let's ask the professor for a comment in the situation, shall we? I understand that a deadly poison you were developing was stolen from your laboratory, correct? And it's been shown that this poison was administered to the victim, Miss Brett. Is that right?
That is correct. The unusual contraction of the victim's pupils are a sure sign of this particular poison was used.
I see. So, presumably, that means that the victim already had the poison in her body before she was stabbed?
Given that her pupils were clearly constricted, it seems highly likely, yes. If she had been dead already, the poison could not have circulated in her blood.
That's right.
Ah, how refreshing to hear the argument of a metropolitan mind.
Is that even the right word? Well, whatever.
Precisely. It matters not a jot who stabbed whom and whose back and with whose blade. Because, quite simply, the Englishwoman's life was taken not by the knife, but by the poison.
Objection!
But that can be explained by the poison being on the blade, as I already...
Objection!
Oh, forgotten already, have you, yokel? During those very proceedings, the laboratory of the professor at your side assisted in proving that the blade of the weapon used to attack the victim has no trace of poison on it whatsoever.
So, let me get this down. The facts, as skillfully established by the defense in this trial, turn out to be the headline-making red herring. Is that about right?
Well... Ah! Ugh. Sound like an accordion was, like, off tune for a second. That was so weird.
Can you imagine, like, the music that we're hearing? It's actually somebody playing, like, an orchestra in
The whole time.
the whole-
Oh my god.
Could you shut up? I'm trying to talk. Tune your accordion, damn it. Order. But where does this leave us? How, in that case, did the poison enter the victim's body? There's an undeniably obvious answer to that. The lady most likely imbibed it?
Mm-hmm. Imbibed.
Imbibed it.
You mean she drank it?
Now why the hell didn't you just say that, Mikatoba? She imbibed it.
He's a
Asshole, she drank
professor.
it. I don't give a damn. I don't care. That's just him trying to be all fancy. Oh, look at me imbibing my 7-Up. No, just drink it.
Oh my god.
Have another look at the photograph here. As you can see, a bottle of carbonated water and a glass had been knocked onto the sandy floor of the beach hut. The poison could have been slipped into either.
So somebody made Miss Brett drink it.
But they say either? Hold on, where's the thing here? So, there's a bottle of carbonated water and a glass. So, okay, they're saying, like, she drank from a bottle or possibly directly or from the glass. Okay, never mind.
Well, what do you know? Look at those dashing eyes. This will make a great front page shot. Hey, why the bewitching stare? After all, I'm the last person you should be looking at. It would make no sense at all that I poisoned a woman, would it? I mean, that's been established already.
Hold it!
Established? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten. That's a little hard to believe, given that the person who established it was you.
Me? What on earth does he mean?
Oh, let me capture those wide eyes. This is prime press fodder, this is.
It would seem that this trial is not yet destined to end yet after all. I hereby call upon the witness to give further testimony.
Oh, that's great, that is. Let me get a shot of that magnificent beard, Your Excellency.
You claim to be impossible that you were the one responsible for administering the poison to the victim. You will explain to the court in your testimony the basis upon which you make such a claim.
I'm a journo and I'm a man. I never tried to run or hide from anything in my life. And I'm not about to start now, because that's many memories of memorism.
For a brief moment, I thought I'd illuminated the truth, but it slipped right back into obscurity again. Just where is this trial going to take us? It's like a train. Choo-choo.
That happens a lot. I don't get it.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. How about this? You want to take a quick break before we get
Oh, yeah,
get
we
going?
can stream for about an hour and a half. Yeah, take a quick break.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, get up, stretch, eat, drink, do what you got to do.
Water.
Yep. And we'll be back in just a moment to continue with this and maybe finish it off. I mean, it would seem like we're pretty close, but sometimes we know how we can drag a little bit. So we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
All right.
Woohoo.
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Woo.